What's going on, people? What's going on? This is your man, Big Stu, Scott Steward, or Professor Steward. Thank you for allowing me to jump into your life unexpectedly. Please stick around for a few minutes. I have something that I want to share with you that I think is very, very important. For those who don't know me, my name is Scott Stewart. Big Stu, Scott Stewart, Professor Stewart. It really, really does depend on how you know me. And I am a teacher. I'm a business owner. I'm an author. I'm a podcast co-host and a father. And I am an advocate for people of color, especially Black folk in business, straight up. And so I just wanted to jump in here today on this afternoon, this evening, this morning, depends on where you are in the world and what time it is of the day for you, to share with you some words of encouragement specific around you and your business. And I could have easily titled this 4 Reasons I'm Struggling in Business, but I don't identify with struggle. But some days are easier than others. And I want to identify the 4 reasons why you might feel like you are struggling in business. The 4 reasons why you might feel like you're struggling in business. Now, if you don't want to miss out on any of my content, please feel free to go to scottsteward.com, scottsteward.com. And if you're not sure about how to spell that name, that's Steward as in David for sure. Or you can visit my website at geniuslabchicago.com. That's geniuslabchicago.com. I should have already put this in there. Hopefully that's spelled right, but let me throw that up there. geniuslabchicago.com. Feel free to go check it out and check me out, even at scottsteward.com. Okay. So here are the 4 reasons you are struggling in business today. And I'm going to go, if you know me, I like to go in reverse order. So the number 4 reason that you are struggling in business today. If you don't want to miss out on this content, please feel free to go to scottsteward.com. Make sure you get on my email list for all the great content, amazing content for dope entrepreneurs, emerging entrepreneurs, business owners like yourself. And if you want to check out my company, Genius Lab, feel free to go ahead and go to geniuslabchicago.com. That's actually one of the businesses, but I don't want to have to get into that too much, but I will. The other one is a online music streaming platform for new and emerging artists. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there so you can check that out. So you can go to geniuslabchicago.com, scottsteward.com, or musicspool.com, and that's music with an S. So here are the 4 reasons why you're struggling in business, okay? And in reverse order, starting with number 4. Number four. You are trying to do everything and be everything to everybody. That's one of the reasons why you're struggling in business. You still trying to do it all. And what that really stems from, in my experience, is not being super clear about what it is that you're even doing. And because of that lack of clarity, you're hoarding all of the jobs. And listen, many of us go about entrepreneurship the absolute wrong way, right? Absolutely the wrong way. Many of us go into starting businesses, and actually what we're doing is we're creating more jobs for ourselves, when in actuality, we wanted to get in business because we wanted to free up some time for ourselves, and we wanted to, be kind of the boss, right? Not necessarily if you're trying to be the boss of people, then you got your own issues, some other issues you need to work through. But I'm talking about being in control, right? For me, it's really, I wanted to be in one of the reasons, aside from solving problems and being of value to people, is I wanted to be in control of my time, right? And so I had to, and I realized I was doing entrepreneurship the wrong way, because every time I created a new business, it required me to virtually unlock that door, right? If I'm not there to unlock that door, to open the business or be there, the business doesn't run. If I go down, or if I'm out of town, the business stops. And that's not what we should be doing as entrepreneurs. As entrepreneurs, we should be creating jobs, right? And so some of that means that, yes, in the very beginning, you are going to be absolutely everything. You're going to be the janitor, you're going to be the accountant, you're going to be the IT specialist, you're going to be everything in business in the beginning. But hopefully you're open to not having to hold on to everything, that you are willing to let go. So 4 reasons why you're struggling in business, starting from the bottom. Number 4, you're trying to do everything and be everything to everybody. Like, it's okay to say no, right? That's not your lane. Now, the people around you, because they see that you're in, the hair care industry, will assume that you can take care of all of their hair needs, when in actuality that's not the case. Or people see that you have a trucking business, and they assume that you can take the loads. Well, you might be the broker, or if you're a general contractor or you own a general contracting business, maybe you don't actually do any of the contract work. Maybe you're outsourcing it for the sake of business. So you may have to start telling people no, because you cannot be all things to all people, and you cannot try to do it all yourself. Now, number 3 of the 4 reasons that you're struggling in business, the number 3 reason is you're unwilling to ask for help in business. Like, you feel like because you're an adult, or you should be in this adult space, that you're supposed to know it all. People gaslight us all the time by saying, oh, you're a certain age, you're supposed to know this, or you're in business, you're supposed. No, you don't. There's too much information in the world for you to know it all. You don't have to know it all. You're not expected to know it all. As a matter of fact, some of the most intelligent people in the world, right? And it ain't about grades or test scores, but some of the most intelligent people are the folks who are willing to say, look, this ain't my lane. Who can I get to do this on my behalf, right? Or on behalf of the mission of the company, right? And so if you're not willing to ask for help, you might continue to bump your head against the wall. And that might be considered struggle, when you don't have to. If you would reduce some of your ego, reduce some of your pride, and ego and pride is good at times. But if you would bring some of that down a little bit and just say, yo, I need help, and allow the people to help. Right now, in the beginning, I said this could have easily been titled 4 reasons why I struggle in business, right? And that's what makes it. I'm willing to be transparent. I've been there. I've been that person that asks for help and then don't take the advice given. Like, I went to this person, but they're so wanting them to side with my misery in the business at the time that I was unwilling to just accept the help and do what is being asked of me. Okay. And so you have to get into a place where you recognize your own limitations and you're willing to receive that feedback so you can get the help that you need. It's not going to be pretty. Look, many of us in the entrepreneurial space, we spend a lot of time making things look good, as we should. As we should. Why do I say as we should? Because you're performing. This is a performance, right? You're trying to get people in. They don't want to see your mess. They don't want to see your struggle. They want to see how everything works out. It's in front of the curtain, right? The entrepreneurial stuff happens behind the curtains. If you ever watched an award show, right? The curtains are big and they're right. They close. Nobody sees behind. Behind the curtains is where all the chaos happens. It's fights. It's a mess. It seems like it's unorganized and confusing. except for the people who are in it. But to the average person, it may seem very disorganized. You're not supposed to see that anyway. You're supposed to see everything in front of the curtain. And so as long as you are in a space, because we entrepreneurs tend to make things look all good, as you should, right? But just recognize that you need some help behind those curtains to keep things flowing and organized. But you gotta admit that you need the help. Look, no great organization is a one-man show, or one-person show. No great organization is a one-person show. You need a team. You need a team. You gotta get the help. And so until you get into that space where you are willing to ask for the help, you are going to struggle in business. Okay. So let's go to the third reason, right? We started at the top. Fourth reason, trying to be everything to everybody, trying to do it yourself. Four, three is you're unwilling to ask for help. The second from the bottom, the second most popular reason why you are struggling in business is because you are not focused. You're not focused. I know for a fact, for me, TikTok is a rabbit hole, right? I currently have 9 tabs open right now, right? My focus needs more focus, as Mr. Miyagi would say to what was his name? Danielson. Or maybe it wasn't Mr. Miyagi, but somebody said your focus needs more focus. You're not focused. Listen, do you really think, and I could be wrong, you think Jeff Bezos is scrolling TikTok all day? Okay, so who cares, right? Who cares? You think, Bob Johnson, or maybe they are. Maybe they, but I know for me, as I'm I am still a developing entrepreneur, business owner. I need to be more focused. I need to be like that horse in the race with those blinders on and just be myopic. I can't worry about the noise around me, because a lot of that noise is distracting. So a lot of us just ain't focused. We following whatever. That's this generation that I'm in. I'm talking to me too. Got us in this space of following. We see somebody doing a dance and we want to do it. We see somebody doing it and we want to do it. We taking people posts. I know I take my man Gino posts all the time. Shout out to Gino Pacino for letting me snatch them posts that I repost. But the point of the matter is the lack of focus. Your focus needs more focus. My question to you is, would you get more done if you spent less time on your phone? And I know. Hey, millennials, I see you. Hey, Gen Zers, I see you. I know. Salute to you. Everything's on the phone. I just copped a new phone. This phone is a computer. It does absolutely everything, almost. But it pretty much does it all. I can do everything on my phone. I can send texts. I can FaceTime mom. I can check my accounts. I can create posts in Canva. I can make orders in Fiverr. I can talk to the team in GroupMe. I can watch movies on Netflix. All of that. But yet and still, your focus needs more focus, right? I'm not saying this has to be 24 hours a day. I'm not saying that you have to be just like gung-ho business all the time, like business, nothing else. I'm a robot. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that when you're locked in, be locked in. Because as entrepreneurs, many of us really just want our time. We really want our time. But if we're doing everything, we're afraid to ask for help. So we got this anxiety about us because it's, oh my God, I got to do everything and I don't have no help and I'm by myself. And then we're on our phones. You go on to send one email and you didn't order 5 things from Amazon and forgot about the god doggone email. That type of stuff. Okay. And the number one reason why you're struggling in business, the number one reason, you're chasing the money. You're chasing the money. Everybody talking about getting rich, get rich, get rich, get rich. Invest, stocks, invest, get rich, get rich, get rich. The money, 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 the money. No. And this ain't coming from a person. This, I always say there's only people with money that say it ain't about the money. But I wrote in the Book of Stewisms. Here's a copy right here. Shameless plug. Feel free to go cop this book on Amazon. A Book of Stewisms, 31 Ways to Improve Your Life. It's written in this book. If you're doing it for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. There's scientific studies that show that, look, you can't, money ain't the motivator. It's got to be purpose. That's why when I'm dealing with my clients, my entrepreneurial clients, I'm always saying, look, what's your mission? Why are you doing this? And let's really tap in. A lot of us are doing a lot of businesses, particularly as Black folk. We're in this vanity space, this sexy space. We want businesses that are sexy. I'm in the music business. I'm in the spirits and distillery business. I'm in the mobile app business. I'm in the fashion business. I have a brand. I get it. Hey, but there's a lot of money to be made in the widget making business. What are you talking about? Widget making, like screws. Imagine if you manufactured screws, for real, like a screw, like a little screw that requires a screwdriver. If you manufacture screws, I just imagine that seems like everything needs a screw. But that ain't sexy enough. That ain't sexy. Nobody wants to do that. Or SaaS, software as a service. Huh? What are you talking about? Look, there's a lot to do. And we want to be wealthy for sure. We want to be rich. I do. But that's chasing the money, where money is like everything. And I get it. I don't do nothing if it ain't about the money. If they ain't paying me, I ain't doing it. I get it. And that's, you got to have that kind of attitude if you want to get the bread. You got to get to the bag. It's all about getting to the bag. But it seems to me that the people who get to the bag easiest, right? Or at least they make it look easy, because it's not easy, are the people who ain't focused on the bag. What are we talking about today? We're talking about the 4 reasons you're struggling in business. I already said this could have easily been titled The 4 Reasons I'm Struggling in Business, but you wouldn't stuck around this long, because you don't want to hear about why somebody's stuff ain't working out, especially when that ain't true. You want to hear about why my stuff ain't working out. And so I imagine that if I'm having these challenges, I'm on the south side of Chicago. I know a lot of people. If I'm having these challenges, I bet you're having them. But I want to say to you, because I said this is about words of encouragement, stay focused. Ask for the help, right? You don't have to be everything to everybody. You don't have to do it all alone. Get educated. It's okay. Get your time back and focus on purpose. And I promise you, whatever it is that you're seeking out of life will come to you. And many times it comes, you just have to recognize that you in it, because there are moments. It's like a vacation. You take a vacation, you enjoy the moment, and then the vacation is over. You got to get back to work so you can get to another vacation. And so these moments of success, they happen. They're fleeting. right? But so when you're in it, when you recognize like, man, your significant other is acting right, you acting right to your significant other, food is cooking, music is playing, everybody's laughing and enjoying themselves. That's what we're all after, those moments. And if you can do it, whether it's through your own job, working for someone, or if you do it as an entrepreneur, just get there. Just get there. You're good. You're good. And if you need any help, in business, holla at your boy. Holla at me. Holla at me. Why? I've been doing this. Literally, I got friends I got people that, I've been doing this I've been having this mindset since I was 12 years old. Even when I was fighting my mother on setting me up with my first business since 12. But I've been doing it 16, 19, 22, 25, 27, 30. I've been doing it. And so I've taken a lot of the bumps already and bruises on the road, on the journey, and I'm passing them off to you. I know specifically some of y'all like, but those that know. The resume doesn't lie. It's not embellished. I've written a number of books in the subject matter. I've had my own successes. Like I've seen $10,000, $20,000 months in business multiple times. Now, of course, the objective is to see it regularly, every single time, like a paycheck. But as an entrepreneur, you know how if you're on it, if you don't know, it takes time to get there. And if we could just get out of our own way, make life a little easier. It's easier said than done. Everybody, why don't you just get out? Easier said than done. Just keep going. Stay open. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. You got any questions? Put them in the chat. Hit my DM. Put them, if you're watching on YouTube, put them in the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Right? You're on Facebook, put it in the chat, hit my DM. You know what it is. You don't have to struggle in business. And let's not even use that term, because I don't. Right? We have our challenges and we push through. Right? So I went through what the 4 reasons you're struggling in business. Please feel free to go back and take a look at that and listen to it again and give me your comments. My websites are down here, right there. GeniusLabChicago.com, ScottSteward.com, and MusicsPool.com. I should have put the podcast, Money Sex Gen X podcast.com, which season 4 begins Sunday, April 18th, 2021. Shout out to Money Sex Gen X podcast. Shout out to my host, Money, Eric McLeod. I am the co-host, so I play the wing. But at any rate, focus up. Recognize you don't have to do it all. You ain't got to be everything to everybody. Ask for help and stay focused. And you know what it is. Until next time, people, peace.